Vincent van Gogh. The name now glows among the constellations of art. An unquenchable flame. But he was born twice, once in death and once in fragile hope. He entered this world on the 30th of March 1853 in the quiet village of Zundert, Netherlands. But a year before, another Vincent Willem van Gogh, his brother, had been stillborn. Buried under a gravestone, inscribed with his name and date, every birthday, young Vincent would walk past it. He wrote, "My life is the same as my brother's grave. What does it do to a soul to grow up beside your own name, carved in stone?" Perhaps this shadow marked Vincent's lifelong dance with melancholy and with longing for meaning, for connection, for light. But Zundert was not just a village of shadows. Vincent grew amidst the open fields, the rhythm of seasons, the songs of birds. Nature was his first teacher. He sketched endlessly: old farm laborers, gnarled roots, birds' nests. The eldest of six, Vincent's childhood was one of searching. His father, a minister, his mother, strict and devout, a household devoured by piety and duty. Vincent, moody, intense, fascinated by nature, walked alone for hours, sketchbooks in hand, already restless and unrooted. He wrote at 18,
"I lose my head, I wander in a maze, I cannot settle, there is a fire in me I do not understand."
He started as an art dealer at Goupil&Cie, London, Paris, then Brussels, until heartbreak and a growing sense of futility shattered him. Religious zeal gripped him. He became a lay preacher in the coal mining region of Borinage, Belgium. Vincent lived among the poor, so completely that church authorities dismissed him for excessive zeal, giving everything, keeping nothing.
Let's not forget that the little emotions are the great captains of our lives, and we obey them without realizing it.
In his late 20s, Vincent transformed crisis into creativity. Drawing obsessively, he began to carve out his own vision, clumsy at first, but guided by tenderness for life's outcasts. His art, peasants, hunched over fields, weathered faces, earthy hands, smoldered with empathy. He declared,
"I want to paint men and women with that something of the eternal which the halo used to symbolize."
He believed,
"One must paint peasants as if one were one of them."
Vincent's models were not heroes or beauty queens, but neighbors crusted in earth. Vincent was haunted by financial precarity. It was Theo's unwavering support, emotional and material, that became the golden thread through his darkest days. In 1886, Vincent joined Theo in Paris, and color exploded in his world. Here, he met Pissarro, Monet, Toulouse-Lautrec, and the wild Paul Gauguin. The city's electric brushwork, Japanese prints, and light revealed other worlds. Vincent wrote Theo,
"I am searching for a way to express the terrible passions of humanity by means of red and green."
Gone were somber pastels, his canvases became luminous. He painted Montmartre's windmills, sunflowers ablaze, his own face flooded with nervous color. He wrote,
"Instead of trying to render what I see before me, I use color more arbitrarily in order to express myself more forcibly."
But Paris, for all its light, was exhausting. Vincent struggled with crowds, with rejection from the established art world, and the constant churn of ideas. Paintings piled up, unsold. He dreamed of a place of peace, a studio of the South. Aching for simplicity, in February 1888, Vincent fled to Arles in the south of France. Dreaming of an artist's colony, he rented a small house, painted its walls sunshine yellow. The light of Arles intoxicated him. He painted night cafes, blossoming orchards, fields of wheat, He wrote,
I am painting with the gusto of a Marseillaise eating bouillabaisse. I have a terrible need of, shall I say the word, religion. Then I go out and paint the stars.
Yet loneliness and instability crept in. Murmurs in the street called him mad. He pleaded for companionship. Gauguin finally arrived. For weeks, they painted and argued, voices echoing through the yellow house. The alliance turned volatile. In December, after an explosive argument, Vincent, in a fit of anguish, cut off part of his own ear and delivered it to a local brothel. Hospitalized, he wrote,
I put my heart and soul into my work, and I have lost my mind in the process.
The infamous ear incident would haunt his legacy. But Vincent's letters from the hospital are lucid, compassionate, and fiercely creative.
Even in the face of madness, I continue to seek the light.
The following year, Vincent voluntarily entered the asylum at Saint-Rémy. But his art did not die. It blazed. Haunted nights, visions swirling, he painted with desperate clarity. In 1890, for Theo's newborn son named Vincent, in a gesture of hope, he painted almond blossoms.
The blossom is for new life. I wish him the great calm that I have never known.
He told Theo,
To suffer without complaint is the only lesson we have to learn in this life.
his illness ebbed and flowed, delusions, despair, sudden joy. But the flowers on branches, the starry nights, the cypress trees, these were his prayers, luminous and urgent. Vincent often hid meaning in his works. In Café Terrace at night, art historians see echoes of Da Vinci's Last Supper. In its composition, 12 café-goers gathered in a glowing pool of light, with a Christ-like figure positioned at the center. Was Vincent searching for redemption in a glass of absinthe, in the solace of the night? His canvases are maps of longing, sunflowers as emblems of loyalty, crows as omens, stormy fields as cries to the heavens. Every brushstroke bears encoded emotion, every color pulse with personal symbology. In May 1890, feeling a fragile peace, Vincent moved to Auvers-sur-Oise. He created 70 paintings in 70 days, wheatfields shimmering with gold, skies split by thunder. But inside, the torment was never far. From his last letter,
Well, the truth is, we can only make our pictures speak.
on the 27th of July, 1890, Vincent walked into a field and shot himself. 2 days later, Theo sat by his side as he died. He was 37. Theo wrote heartbroken to their mother.
He was so much more than any of us ever saw.
Within just a few months, Theo too died, grief-stricken and ill, and was buried beside his brother. Their devotion would become the stuff of legend, a testament to love, sacrifice, and belief.
Inseparable in death as in life.
In just over a decade, Van Gogh painted over 2,100 works. Only one canvas sold in his lifetime,
The sadness will last forever.
his last whispered words. But his art sings with the music of longing and beauty. Letters to Theo still pulse with a raw, burning thirst for life.
You will live on in your pictures, brother.
There is no grave deep enough to contain such a soul. Today, his art draws millions. His works command prices and awe. His letters inspire poets. His vision redefines what it means to be an artist.
I dream my painting, and then I paint my dream.
The world finally hears the voice that once went unheard. Through color and courage, Vincent van Gogh became immortal. This was Vincent van Gogh, man of fire and starlight, who painted the unbearable lightness of being and moved the world.